yes, we do. But the bottom line is, if no one is calling up, all right, then it's just you and I shooting the breeze and talking about what's on our mind. And I certainly wouldn't expect anybody to listen to our show if it's just Felix and I talking without somebody out there telling us if they agree or disagree.
You know, we're not comedians.
We're not?
Well, I'm not sure.
So it seems like we're trying awfully hard.
Yeah, well, we may be a little jerky at times and
a little foolish.
But, you know, but we are trying to, bring up important topics, and we want to have people discuss them with us. Just like Mark gets some of his emails, and Dan always tries to call and help us out.
Don. And occasionally
Frank.
We get some out-of-towners giving us a call.
Yeah, we had a couple of people I guess we had a reverend call last week.
We had, there were two reverends, a lady and a gentleman, both from down south.
Both seem very well educated.
Yes, and also on Spreaker, trying to get their shows off the ground. Now, I'm not saying that we are definitely a show that should be emulated. You know, I mean, everybody has their own style.
Yeah. No, but they just want to call in and wish us luck and give their opinions about Kennedy, which was a very hot topic.
It's true. There's one listener out there that we must have emailed each other about 81 times on Friday. And so far today, it's, I don't know, let me see. What do we got here? 27, 37, 47, I have no idea. It's difficult. Now, I understand you don't have to email us for every thought that you have, you know.
Yeah. Just composed in one sentence, I don't know.
But, well, we're just trying hard to keep it all together here. You know, we do get serious, but I always found that the best way to teach an important lesson is through humor. I used to tell my students, I don't mind somebody laughing at me. You know, I don't mind being the brunt of a joke. You know, my students used to say, Mr. Kinnickson, why are you dissing yourself so much? And I would say, you know, it doesn't bother me. And if it helps you remember something and learn something, then that's it. And then I also would say, who said you can't learn and have fun at the same time? And that's how I view this show. That's how I approach this show. You know, we entertain. Maybe you'll walk away learning something. Felix and I are having a ball, you know.
You know, we're...
In fact, I'm going to ask for a raise.
Again?
Hey, listen.
Every other week you ask for a raise.
You see how many followers we have now? Every additional... Well, you brought in the followers, but every additional follower that we have, I want a piece of the action.
Absolutely. You got it. You got it, kid.
I mean, look, I won't even take as much as you. I'll take a percentage of what you give yourself.
Sounds fair to me.
That's true.
The same ratio? I get twice as much of...
I mean, I must be the oldest intern in captivity. I'm 65 years old.
Well, we'll go back with the same thing.
I make the coffee.
And you
know, it's like Barry Manilow writes the songs. I make the coffee that fuels the coffee party.
And I will say you do make a good cup of coffee. Also, one of the things I want to do, which I guess we don't do too often, is I want to invite somebody who has a particular cause, something they want to discuss, email us, and we'll give you 20 minutes, half an hour to plug whatever you want to plug.
It's true. Now that we have this extended time, we certainly have time for 2 or 3 calls, and still we can entertain.
Yeah. So if you have something you'd like to plug, and obviously we don't want you to just be a commercial, but we'll listen to you, and you can tell us some of your views and tell us about what you do, and if you throw in a plug and a phone number, I guess it won't hurt us any. We have on, I believe it's December 2nd, Pia Savage, who's a blogger and also an author, and quite honestly, she wants to plug her what she does.
That's right. Next Monday.
Yeah. But she is an interesting person to speak to. She's an intelligent person, and
then why would she want to talk to us?
It makes it look so much smarter.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, is that why we hang out together?
We both look stupid.
Don't you remember the old T-shirt? I'm with stupid. You see, we're both wearing the same T-shirts, and it points at each other. So, what more must be said?
But I'll tell you, you do make a good cup of coffee.
Well, thank you. I pride myself on my coffee. That's one of the things I learned as a teacher, how to make coffee.
Yeah, you get a lot of coffee breaks as a teacher.
No, you don't get a lot of coffee breaks because you have to account. At least we had to account for our time. But I turned in lessons with coffee stains all over it. I didn't care.
So anyway, I don't think we're going to get any more phone calls tonight, Mark.
I don't think so either. We're pushing what, about 60 minutes, 55 minutes?
Yeah, we're at 52, I guess.
52, huh?
Yep.
Well, we may wrap it up in a little while unless we can get somebody else calling in.
Again, like I said, we'll take plugs.
I mean, you wouldn't know it, folks, but Felix was up very early this morning, and he's extremely tired. Just think of all the talking that he's done.
Yeah, and also I want to be thankful because my wife had a successful
cataract
operation today, procedure, and she's laying in bed sleeping.
The sad thing is, Felix is the one that can't see, and his wife had the surgery.
No, it's not that I can't see. I'm blind to facts.
You're blind as a bat.
No, I said I'm blind to facts.
Oh, to facts.
Facts.
Well, you sound like a member of the Republican Party. They're blind to facts also. Where do they pull their facts? Yeah, you know why? Because you watch Fox News.
I do. That's
the only way you could watch Fox News, if you are blind to facts.
Well, listen, I watch CBS, I watch NBC, I watch CNN, I watch Bloomberg News, I watch anything and everything that includes news. And it all goes in one ear, out the other. Because the bottom line is, any way you twist the news, it's all the same.
This is why people don't watch the news, ladies and gentlemen. Because on an hour show, barring commercials, the first 20 minutes of news, because with commercials, the first 20 minutes plus commercials is the first 30 minutes, really. But the first 20 to 25 minutes of news, there's nothing good to say. Absolutely nothing. It just depresses people even more.
Yeah, and also, a lot of, when they say it's a news show, half of these shows are not news shows. They've got entertainment, they've got this, they've got that.
Well, certainly the days of Walter Cronkite, Huntley and Brinkley, Edward R. Murrow, when news was news, all right, there was no bantering back and forth and no jokes. It was just straight news. I do want to bring up, it's kind of very tough to bring something like this up, but it's a fact that during the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the suicide rate goes up. Now, you talk about being depressing. I'm not bringing this up to depress people, but it's something that we should be aware of, that we just finished saying that it's the little things. It's family, friends, children, okay, little things that really make our day. And I said that there are people who have less than us who would be satisfied. They'd be happy to have what we have, okay? And then there are those people who will find living beneath a highway, okay, living in an alley, living in a church basement, because they just have no place else to go.
Here we are, one of the richest countries in the world, and we have some of the, quite a few poor people. Quite a few. Well, I heard though that we made progress in the homeless. There's 3% less. 3% less homeless now than last year. To me, that's not progress. To me, it means 3% died probably.
It's true. It's just sad. Just
So this is the time of the year where they always tell you, look out for your neighbor who lives by himself. Look out for the elderly. There's a lot of people that are just on their own and sad during these holidays. If you see him, wish him a happy holiday. Drop off a piece of cookie or cake or something. Do something nice. It all comes back when you do something, things nice.
It's true. Excuse me, I put down my mic for a second. It's true. Charity begins at home. And when you talk about at home, we're not talking about your home necessarily. We're talking about in this country.
We want to help.
Let's help ourselves. Let's help the poor in this country. Let's, the working poor who can't afford health care and have to wait for clinics, or the ones who get Meals on Wheels, or I know I went shopping at the Stop and Shop last few weeks to pick up some incidentals, and each time I added another $10, okay, because $10 provided a Thanksgiving meal for a local family, okay? I don't know who it's going to go to. It really doesn't make a difference one way or the other. But the point is, if I'm fortunate enough that I could, and let's say, none of us is rich, but if I feel that I can do something like this, it makes me feel better about myself knowing that I'm providing for a family so that they can have a relatively decent Thanksgiving.
And with that thought, we want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Want to thank everybody for listening to us tonight.
Thank Dan for calling up, and our special listener out there who sent approximately 52 messages back and forth. Okay?
And also I want to just thank our audience for listening to us, supporting us, and don't forget, press that following button for us.
That's right. That's right. I almost forgot.
Since we don't hear your phone calls, and we know that you're out there, because we do get an audience count, so it's not like there's nobody out there listening to us. Press that you're following. Show us that you like the show by press that you like it. Tell your friends about the show.
That's right. We have this extra time now. We want to put it to good use. It's not even an extra 15 minutes. It's as much as we want. We were on Monday for an hour and 20 minutes. Now we're on for almost an hour. We're wrapping it up now, but the bottom line is we asked for this extra time because we want to make sure that you, our listeners, if you want to call up, that we're still going to be here to respond to you.
Our time is only restricted by you, the audience.